Hello everyone, and as mentioned, here is my deck profile. Finally, after 2 videos that put themselves before this deck profile, so here's the deck profile I was mentioning way before. It's about my Shaddoll deck. I wanted to show you what I actually changed and what I tried out, and yeah, the list is not perfect, but well, Shaddoll is in the meantime more of a fun deck under Rook, and yeah, there are lots of things that are just way better than Shaddoll, but it's still fun to play and it's still one of my favorite archetypes. So I put them up a few months ago and tried some stuff, and yeah. These are my results so far. So for the monsters, I play Triple Dragon, for, MST, Compulse. You can basically make both with this, and yeah, sometimes I'm using the Compulse effect more often than the MST effect. Because your opponents will not end that much often with any back row cards except for Called by the Grave and Impermanence. So sniping them is quite cool, but bouncing back your opponent's monster is way cooler. Then Squamata for more foolish effects. Then the 3 Wendy's for special summoning from the deck. So getting the flow. Or to special summon certain monsters if you want them to have their flip effects. Then I play Triple Hedgehog. Hedgehog is pretty good. I would not consider cutting Hedgehog under 3 because he searches monsters, he is searching spell and traps, and as you know, if you cannot fusion, you cannot play, pretty much. Then I play 2 Falco. Normally I would play 1 Falco because 1 is enough, but this deck is actually 60 cards, not 40 anymore. So 2 Falco is pretty good because you can mill him with certain cards, and the grand game is much easier, and fusion summoning in itself is much easier because you have 1 body more. Then I play Double Beast. I think Beast at 1 is not enough, and 3 Beast is way too much, so 2 is the perfect number. Then for the other Shaddoll monsters, I play 1 Ariel, 1 Chaos, 1 Genius, and 1 Hollow. It's because I want to be able to summon all Shaddoll's fusion monsters except for the Wendigo, because Wendigo is not that good. Ariel is for banishing stuff, for Fiendsmiths, for Fire Kings, for everything that you face that relies on the graveyard, so basically every deck, so kind of, so Labyrinth and co. Kairos is a searchable light target. If you put Hedgehog in the grave, then you can search Kairos, make construct plays, and so on. Genius helps you negate the negates from the opponent, so baits negates out, or negates in the chain, so it's pretty cool to have Genius. And Hollow, you can use him as disruption by banishing stuff from your opponent and trigger your own effects, or by simply milling more cards if you need more mill power. Then as a tech, I played this card at 1 since it came out of the ban list in this deck. And since it's now unlimited, I play a little fun. I play a Triple Cyberjar. The idea behind this is Cyberjar, when this goes off, everything from you is flip effect. So you get much more value than your opponent, who is either losing their entire board, and then all that's left for them is to summon their hand traps, because most decks these days plays a lot of hand traps, and when you resolve this and your opponent draws with Cyberjar a lot of hand traps, he has to summon them. So less hand traps to deal with. Then for consistency, of course, the Triple Mathematician dumps everything you want. Of course, you cannot dump Beast, but if you dump Skamota, you can dump actually every card in your deck, so pretty good. And I play triple Blazing Cartesia, the Virtuous. She is actually quite insane because she is light and she can fusion summon with her effect. So basically it's a 2-card construct, not a 3-card construct anymore. If you open it, your opponent has no extra deck monsters. And is recycle itself because every time a fusion monster is sent to the grave, in the end phase you can add it back. So it's free recursion, so it's pretty good. And I took a dead eye on this card for a longer time, and I showed this card way before, so way sooner, because this opens so much plays. You can fusion summon on your turn, you can fusion summon your opponent's turn. It's pretty crazy. So that's it for the monsters. Spells we don't have that much. It's more, what you will see, it's more of a trap Shaddoll. We play, of course, the triple Shadow Fusion because it's pretty good. The L Shadow Fusion for disruptive plays and for OTK. And I decided to play one Leaf Shadow Fusion to have actually more fusion cards. If you consider these cards and Cartesia, you actually have 10 fusion cards in this deck. With the trap, it's 11. No, it's 12. Yeah, it's 12. It's 12 cards with the Schisma, because I play 2 Schisma, but you will see it soon. And yeah, it is enough. And even if you don't have any of the cards, then you also play the Shaddoll construct, so it can also fuse if needed. Then we play the one that Grasslog Screener. I hope this card comes at least at 2. 1 grass is fine. If you have it in an opening hand, it's good. It's not bad if you don't draw it, or if you draw it later, because you always will have something to mill, and if you resolve this, then yeah, you get so much free value. Except if you're really unlucky and mill all that stuff that doesn't trigger in the grave, then sometimes that can happen. But you have so much things that can trigger, it's quite insane. Then the one Duster, and to search Shadow Fusion, Duster, and the Grasslog Screener, I decided to test Tree Trust, and I think it's pretty good. If you going second, your opponent has a board, then you can trust at the last card, and then you can add Shadow Fusion, you can add grass. Trust is pretty good in this deck. You can even, if you get hand traps, you can set your normal traps. So for Shaddoll traps, I play double Shaddoll Core. The reason is because I'm playing 2 is if you actually resolve grass or your hollow and you mill the core, then you can actually get back even more cards from your graveyard, like all the Shaddoll spell and traps. So if you don't open with them, but you mill them, then Shaddoll Core, it's not once per turn, you can add them back. Then I play double Schisma, because I think 1 is not enough, and it's pretty good in the grind game to fusion summon with your grave. Speaking of grave, I play triple Reincarnation, because if you have so the best state is if you have 1 Reincarnation in your grave and 1 in your hand, so you can have every option you actually want to activate. So if you want to revive something, then you go for the Reincarnation to summon, for example, you can summon the Upcalone. The Upcalone will negate something, or if you say no, okay, I want the flip effect, then you can use this flip something from your up, then use effect X. Or if your opponent has Imperm for your Mathematician or for your Cartesia, then you can flip them face down. It's all this nice plays you can have. And for the last Shaddoll card, I play Triple Sinister Shadow Games. Yeah, the card is good. So sometimes you get Ash from it, but that's okay. Because every Ash you get on this, you don't get on Shadow Fusion or on your grass. Then because it's a flip deck and it's a pretty good card in general, I play still my 3 Karma Cannons. Because if you use all your flip effects, then you can put all your monsters back and have all day flip effects going on live again. Then I play Triple Torrential Tribute because all your monsters trigger when they go into the graveyard by card effect. And I play Triple Dinomicious. Dinomicious is pretty good in this deck because his discard is actually not a cost. It's a card effect, so you benefit a lot of it if you banish something from your opponent, and then your Shaddoll effects will all trigger. Or if you have a dead core, the core will trigger and so on. So it's free value everywhere. And then for the extra deck, I don't change that much. It's still, it's the new one is, I cut one up Cologne for one Ganganiol, the Dusk Dragon. The reason is behind, you can actually dump your El Shadow Construct or more your Upcalone with this, and then your Upcalone can search any Shaddoll card from your deck or add back from your graveyard, and that's yeah, pretty good if you want to search anything. And the discard is practical for free. And since you are sending the Upcalone, your Cartesia will also return during the end phase, so it's a lot of stuff that's returning and giving you free value. Then, because it's the queen of the deck, it's a triple construct. Winder, which makes the deck even a little bit playable these days, except that every monster can actually beat Winder in battle, so you kind of have to protect her. Then I play a double Upcalone. I would play 2, more than 2, I would actually play 3, but 2 is okay in my opinion, because you can actually revive her back every time with reincarnation. So what the standard thing is, you can revive her with incarnation, then your Upcalone dies, you add back core, you dump core, and then core will add back reincarnation, so it's an endless loop you can actually make. Then one Christia for summoning negates, one Shaginaga for monster negates, and one Anoyatilis. Doesn't have that much utility anymore, but sometimes it can be quite cool to have a pseudo floodgate with Anoyatilis on the field. Then I play one Shadow Construct, one Artemis, and one Gravity Controller. Artemis to make everything light, Construct if you don't have a fusion spell, and Gravity Controller to dump every Shaddoll monster that's in an extra monster zone to the grave to trigger their effects. Yo, that is my Shaddoll deck, my 60 card. It's quite fun to play. It's not that strong anymore, but it's pretty cool. You don't see that much Shaddoll anymore. Let's see if it can get any support in the future. Maybe, I don't know, we have every element, but maybe something like Neo Shaddoll or Neo El Shaddoll or something like that would be cool to see. Yeah, that's it. And thanks guys for watching. Write me down in the comment section below what you like about the deck, what you don't like about the deck, and if you think if Shaddolls get any support in the future. So that's for me. The next video will be most likely a channel update video. So packed with lots of information, so don't miss this out, and we'll see us guys in the next video. Bye bye.